What's going on, everybody? Today we're talking about how to be more comfortable in the woods. Like, I get it. Nature can be really scary, okay? You step in the woods and you just freak out, man. You see some wild beast like racing up against you. All these bugs flying in your face, trying to like crawl up. Man, it's crazy. It can be scary, I get it. It can be uncomfortable. But then you remember, like, hey man, the benefits of nature, being in nature can be insane. If I could just spend some time in nature, maybe just a little session every day. Maybe if I go into like a 1 day excursion, a 2 day, a 7 day, a 40-day excursion, like Jesus. This can be so much benefits that can be had, the experience that you have, the reflections that you have, it can really change your life. But you're thinking, how can I do that if I'm so scared to just step into the woods? I can't even be there for 10 minutes. So if that's you, this is the video. I think this video can help a lot in getting you more comfortable, right? So if we look back into the past, we see the hunter-gatherers, right? They were hunting these mammoths with their spears. They were in the woods all the time, okay? And now you look at the modern human like me. I'm sitting at home all the time, right? I'm never in nature, sitting on my keyboard. It just is what it is, man. So obviously there's this disconnect between us and nature. And the simplest way to put it is that the way to be more comfortable in the woods is just to spend more time in nature. Like, as simple as that. But look, I get it. You're probably rolling your eyes here and you're thinking, hey, well, obviously, if I spend time doing anything, I'll get better at it, okay? But when it comes to nature, I'm too scared to just go in there. I know if I spend more time in there, I'll be more comfortable, but I can't get in there. It's too scary. So luckily for you, it is the best season of the year right now, just to be more comfortable in the woods. Look at it. It's winter. No, but seriously, it's fall, okay? Fall is the best season to be more comfortable in the woods. Let me give you some reason, right? First reason, it's beautiful. I mean, look at it. It is the most beautiful season. You can't lie. All the leaves changing colors, and it looks absolutely stunning. But the second reason is that there are no bugs, bro. There are no bugs. Maybe a few scuttling on the ground, but I feel like the biggest reason why people are don't like nature is that there's mosquitoes, okay? There's mosquitoes flying out of their face, biting them 50 times. Maybe there's spiders crawling up their legs, trying to go into their clothes. I get it, all these spider webs you walk into, it's annoying. But when it comes to fall, there's none of that sort. There's no bugs. It's amazing, and you don't have to worry about that. Okay, third reason is that it is a moderate temperature, okay? Summer's very, very hot. Winter's too cold. Fall is right in the happy medium, okay? You don't have to sweat. You don't have to be shivering. And those type of temperatures can make people really uncomfortable. We'll talk about cold adaptations and being able to adapt to temperatures later on in the future. But for now, when you're just trying to be more comfortable in the woods, those type of temperatures can be sort of a barrier. So when it comes to fall, it's super chill. It's a nice temperature. You can come in here and you don't have to worry about sweating to death or shivering. Don't have to worry about any of that. Fourth reason why it is so great is that you can put on layers, okay? You put on a bunch of layers. When it comes to summer, you're probably wearing very little, okay? Very little in the summer because it's so hot. When it comes to fall, it's a bit cooler, right? And you can put on some layers. And what this does, you can put on a jacket, you put on some gloves, some boots, a hat, a hood. And now when you go into nature, you feel like you have this protective barrier, right? You got some armor, okay, to protect you from any, whatever you think is scary, right? So maybe you think that, if I touch some tree or whatever, has some weird disease or something that can get you sick. Or that there's some bugs that can attack you. So maybe you have a hood on so it can't go into your face. So having this type of clothing on as that protective barrier is super simple. It's sort of like a mental armor, you know what I mean? You'll think that you're safer when you're wearing more stuff. The fifth reason is that all the leaves start coming down. Not right now, but once the leaves start coming down, you'll notice that you'll just see a bunch of branches everywhere, okay? There won't be any leaves stuck in the way, and you'll be able to see farther. What this does is that you can see more of your surroundings, all right? In the summertime with a bunch of trees, a bunch of leaves and branches sticking out, you can barely see in front of you. You can barely see maybe 10 meters in front of you, right? And then the leaves block it off. And with that comes fears, you're like, oh shoot, what's behind this corner? I can't see that far. What if some wild beast comes at me, some elves? So you don't have to fear here, because now with all these leaves coming down, you're just able to see super far, right? and you'll start to notice like, yeah, there's nothing that's here that can scare me. You know what I mean? You can't just get scared. So with these 5 benefits, I mean, these 5 reasons why fall is such a good season to get started for beginners going into the woods. Just get out there. All you have to do is get out there, spend some time in nature. Once you get out here, start walking around, right? Start taking some time in nature, in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, do a little walk around. Later on, start to learn some of the trees, okay? So just start to look around. Oh, it's like a sumac tree over here. You know, you got a little pine tree back there, some basswoods over there. And you start to identify the different trees. Start to identify different plants. You don't have to do too many of them. Just know a couple, maybe like 2 or 3 just to start off, right? Go into the woods, identify those 2 or 3 every single time you go in there. What this does as this sort of sense of familiarity, you know? If you go in here and you don't know a single plant or tree, you feel like, oh shoot, like, where am I? Once you start to know, like, yeah, that's a sumac tree. Like, I know what these trees are. You'll have that sense of familiarity, and it won't be as scary anymore. You'll realize, like, yeah, I've seen this tree before, you know? You'll think of it as a friend, you know what I mean? So it's an interesting thing to start to identify different plants, different trees. That can really help you be more comfortable in the woods. As the seasons pass, as fall moves to winter, winter has new things, right? Winter is probably the simplest. Like, there are not a single bug. It's so chill. You can go into the forest and you'll feel like nothing can attack you, you know what I mean? It's super, super chill. And with that comes like the cold. So you're gonna have to learn how to adapt to the cold. Spring comes, now the plants start coming back. You start to learn, oh shoot, like the first edible plants are coming back, you know, in the season. Start to learn some edible plants, just some of the basics, maybe like learn 5 and start to eat them, you know. Eating plants, foraging, it will allow you to have a deeper connection to nature, unlike anything else, right? So make sure to do that. Learn a couple plants. Spring's a bit weird though as well, because bugs start coming back. You don't have to worry too much because it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Branches and leaves start coming back. When summer comes back again, because you've been throughout all 3 seasons, these 3 seasons that come before it, super chill, okay? Super chill. When summer comes, now we have the problems, all those fears that we had initially, right? All the fears of all the spiders and the bugs, the ticks. You know, you have all these beasts that could be there. It's all sweaty, it's all nasty. But you spend time in the woods for 3 seasons, okay? And so you'll find that summer's not so bad after all. All the fears that you had, you know, they're just sort of irrational. You start to realize that, man, the mosquitoes are annoying, but if you truly learn to like understand them better, you know, you'd be like, shoot, like they're not something that we have to hate, not something that we have to fear. You know, they're part of nature, you know. This just starts to change your mindset about nature. And I think this is the greatest season to do this. Get started right now. Fall season, I told you why. It's so simple. There's nothing to fear when you're in the fall, like really nothing. So it's super chill. And then once you go through the season like this, once you get back to summer, which is like the scariest one, you'll find that it's super chill. So that's it for this video. I just want to share, like, be out here in the fall. That's literally the point of this vid. It's super easy. So that's what I did. That's what you guys can do. And hope this vid helps. So thanks for watching. See you next time, everybody.